This is Town Dog, and I'm back from a little flight we did yesterday, sitting right where I landed, right where I stopped rolling when I went to turn the flight in. After I realized I didn't have the VA card running, I said I was going to try to file it manually because I failed to start the card, and the flight was made. It got a full record of it, no doubt in my mind about that. It's all on recording from yesterday. Now here's a little county we was flying yesterday for the ones that wasn't here, and the report that I turned in manually. Right there. That's me. We fly VA. Flight number from to aircraft. I didn't give a county. Give it a list. I never found it because it didn't have the word, none of the words on it. It said, okay. Anyway, that's the plane I was flying, and the time was almost 2 hours, but not hardly, so I made it there right there. And it said I had 106 people on board, which I remember when I loaded out, it said 90 something. So I mean, it did change it when I changed the plane. Oh no, that's right. We did use a different plane this time. We used the right plane. That's good. It was 106 people on board. It says I didn't get paid anything for that. I need to edit that and see if I can't get paid. This line here should have a price per ticket on it, but sometimes it's saying this don't never work right. It don't matter about it. This is what it done. I didn't do that. There's a fuel that said I burnt, and that was exactly what was on the fuel analyzer being used that trip. And then price per fuel, and that's it. All this is added on. But anyway, there's the report that I turned in at that time yesterday manually, which I should have come back and edited this, put some ticket price on it. Take a big ticket price to cover that much fuel for, well, how many people would take too awful much, would it? It's just not a real long flight. I may try to edit that yet later and make it show some money, because here it shows I had a loss of $32,000. But that because the ticket price wasn't that never set. That don't matter. That's all that matters is the fact that we flew it. It's done. That's the way it works right there. Now I'm gonna close that. I'm through with that. And I'm back in the plane here. I'm still sitting at Texarkana. I haven't done any planning for today, so I guess I need to do some planning. Now I'm thinking seriously. I don't think I'm gonna fly this on the car though, because this here's gonna be. If I fly this where I got in mind, I'm gonna have a little trouble getting it into that airport. I haven't tried this plane that big area, that type area, so landing myself might put me in a little problem in this bigger plane in there. So I'm gonna have to try it out, see what happens. I may crash it instead of landing it. But I'm thinking about going from here to L33, which is Lake Burn in Louisiana, just outside of St. Joe, Louisiana, or in St. Joe, Louisiana, right on the Mississippi River. This will be from gotta go back and get the. It's gonna be from KTXK to L33. So in order to get the information I need, I've got my little book. Do most of it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the map. Yeah, I'll get to sit on Windows button so it brings it up too. Now we don't need anything here except direction out of here. Oh, let's go back this way. It might work better. And the way I get the direction out of a place to a place is, first thing I need to know where I'm going. I'm sitting here and I'm going to over here where I'm going. Go out one more. Then I'm going from right here to somewhere along in here. I don't know exactly. That right there should be Jackson, Mississippi. That's what the VOR we'll be using right there. But it's right over in here somewhere. I can't pick it out like this, I don't think. Well, I might zoom it back out and pick it. Anyway, I want to go from, let's zoom it back out and look at it first. Let's Zoom it back out where I can look at it. River's right there. That's Jackson, Mississippi. It's gonna be right in here somewhere. Zoom it back out one or two more. It is a there it is right there. That's right there where we're going. And the runway on L33 is 16 and 34, and the length of it is 3,500 feet. All it is. Both of them, they're both asphalt. Its altitude is 74 feet. Anything over 100 to keep you off the ground. Now, that's the name of it is Tennis Parish. And we're leaving out from Texarkana. While we're here, let's zoom it back out now before I go any further. Now we know that that is right there, and I need to see if I can figure out how to get out to there without losing that, most of that. Go down here to that upper corner, but not off the map. There we go, right there. And I said from this right here down, which is, I think it's this one right here what I was looking at, so it'll be right along in here somewhere. There's Jackson's right there, so straight over. It's right in here somewhere, but it's good enough right there anyway. It's hard to find. Like, anyway, it's right along this area. So from here, straight across would be 090, and straight down would be 180. So over to here, about halfway. So you take what I would do to find that 090 plus 45 degrees. Be 135 roughly direction, somewhere in that area, close enough. We got to pick up this VOR here to find it anyway. And at that point, I got the book to find it. We'll do that once we get out there. Now that's what we're going to do there. That's all we need. I'll try to fly it at about. Let's see if I can get this thing cranked up. Get it started. Adjust the fuel on the runway. Don't want to forget. Don't have any. Well, I'll probably pull it. I think I reset the plane. No, I didn't either. I did reset the fuel. I was at 40, but 40 was crowding me here. I'm not going to be that light going over there, I don't think. Crowded me getting here less than I thought. We're not that bad a shape of fuel in the plane, but at the same time, it was showing my flying time was really low. I don't really care which way I take off from, so let's go down here. Flaps are all down. They don't need to be right at this moment. I want to get them down and take off. When taxiing, they should be up. So you won't bump nothing in room, one of them. Shouldn't bump nothing anyway, but you never know. Knowing me, I could easily bump something. Let's take this thing back over here and get ready to go. Well, that's how I go about getting my flights. I know that's not, it's not a real high professional way of doing it, but it works pretty good as long as you keep your mind on what you're doing. Halfway between the 290s and 45 is roughly where that was at. And 45 degrees past 90 before you get to 80 would be right. So that's what I did. I added them two together and that worked. Now we're on the runway here, runway 4. Get this back over, she went a little too far. There we go. Now let's put the brakes on. Adjust the fuel. Oh, let's go about 55%. I'd rather have too much than not enough any time. This is a pretty nice little flight across there. It's all the way across Louisiana. Pretty well. Ain't much more than last flight was though. Alright, fuel's adjusted, we're ready to roll here. Let's get our get this right here. We'll be shopping for VOR 11260 because that is the VOR for Jackson, Mississippi. It's the only one around close enough to really do me any good. There's a couple more around, but that's one I've always used. That's one I'm going to use. My mind's asking me, is that right now? I think it is, though, pretty sure. We'll spot check it here in a minute. It'll be a while before it actually comes on anyway, probably. Once we get in there, we'll look at the book and check it out. Make sure we got that there. I didn't look at it while I had it up. Alright, that's got that. That's ready. We have no ILS. Nothing. We'll just have to take a little way to get into it from here. So, it's like it's gonna be a little ticklish getting this bigger plane down that airport with no electronics to get me to the front of it. I may even use GPS and set a line, bring it in. But anyway, let's go from here to here. That's ready to go. When it's ready, I guess we're ready there. Bring this up, and I don't care what this is at this point, but on this, at about 100, this plane don't fly as fast. I've been saying this 125 is plenty. No use flying above 6,000 or 8,000 because we're not going. I won't say it on 10, but let's go 125. I'm gonna set that on. I'll set this right here on 10,000. We're probably not gonna get that high. Can't make my mind up. I have 8 the plane. It's just, oh, 17. Read the wrong line. Here we go, right here. Scale set at 885. I ain't going that high. There ain't gonna be enough time up there to save fuel. The climbing it would cost you as much as you're gonna save or more. Let's set the flap back down now. Back inside the plane. Set this here. Some lights on the subject this time. Looks like my view's been changed a little extra again. There we go. We see down the runway pretty good there. Back to here. See down the runway pretty good there. Everything here is ready. I guess we're ready to get there. The flaps go to full. Yes, they did. Here we go. Wide or tight. The runway's not real long. There we go. I don't want to start turning too quick, too hard. Give it a little time to climb. Everything's getting ready. Climbing out. Default climb, I didn't change that. This thing don't like to climb anyway, so just give it plenty of time here. Alright, let's come around that heading I was talking about on 135. We should be high enough now to take care of it without losing it. 5. I need to spot check that VOR, make sure it's right. So what we do, I'll just go to here. And here. And what we have, D's. KL. LM's past it. There we go. Here we go right here now. Well, I gotta go Mississippi though, but I gotta get for the thing, so it's below. So I saw M's will go. Mississippi and Jackson. VOR is 1260. I'm right. So it's a high. I don't have it marked, but it's a high. Well, now we can close this. We don't need it no more right now. We'll need it more at 12. So we're placing on it. We know that's right. Set this right here. Tell me when it comes on. It's not on yet. We're going in direction. We're coming, climbing out. Get outside, check the weather and everything. It's on now. Jackson, Mississippi must be on. Something's on. Let's see if it's the right direction. If that's on there, that's not it. That's not Jackson. That's not Jackson behind me. No, 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 no. So we're going to turn that off a few minutes and run out of that, get out of that signal. Let's get these flaps this way up. Well, they are up, I guess. No, they ain't. They're coming up now. They spoke it up a while ago. I thought I hit them enough. 3 clicks at all of them, but they're going down. I hit the wrong ones in. It looks like flap sirens. All it is the color of the wing where it's based. Up. Look like it's, I don't believe it'll fly no faster though. It look like a climb rate and a nose a little high or something. Anyway, looks like it's coming down, so it's done something. Let's see what it's doing. Oh yeah, we're doing it today. That's how we're doing it. 155, 160. It's more like what I thought it was. Yesterday it just wasn't at the beginning there. For some reason. Anyway, now we're traveling and we're doing our thing. session may have to be clipped out, but anyway, we try and see. If it does, I'll clip it. Again, let's try to get this flight across here. Personal discussions may have to be clipped out. I'll work it out, but according to how clear they come through, doesn't matter. But at the same time, it's not something to be on public forum. Now back in, I'm trying to get this thing going. Let me see if I can decide where I'm at. Like I said, I decided that wasn't the airport I was looking for. It's one off, so it's no longer on. Okay, we're alright. It was just something that we're still too close to, but they're far enough apart usually. Before you get to one, the other goes off. That's what's happened. The other was behind us. Now, right front park south is parked. As long as that green arrow sitting dead south, it's more than likely parked. And this right here almost tells you for sure, not totally definitely sure that it's off, because no mileage on either one of them. So I'm squawking for this one right here, trying to make contact with that airport. Now what I also need to know now is how I'm going to approach this thing. I'm going to come in from the backside. The trick is getting this big plane on that runway without messing up. I got to find the airport first, so we'll worry about that first. I'm going to go back to the book one more time, and I've got some information in the book that comes in handy for this airport, because I have flown it, I've checked it, I've wrote it down, I know where it's at. Yeah, but if I resave that page on the airport, it would stay there. Louisiana right there is where we headed this time. Now we're going to Tennis Parish, and we're going to L33. No ILSs. 3,600 feet, like I said. Runways. Runway heading. We'll probably be moving to the south southerly runway, so 106 will be the runway we'll be using. I'm going to drop this to right here. Didn't change much, did it? Make it smaller. I'll put it on the other page for a minute. 106 for heading, going in for the runway. This has not got anything to do with the flight, it's the runway itself, just telling me which direction it's going to be. Not 106, 106, 160. I think that's what it should have been. 162 actually. That's runway heading right there. Now we need to find the only thing, I have to approach the airport at a different angle. I can't port at that angle. Now, right here on this book, I've got a set of lines right here. Actually, I don't like the way it's on there, but it ain't coming up like I had it, I don't believe. But anyway, it's VOR 11. This right here is what I'm using right here. VOR 6 out radio 235, which I may have to even set that up now on that, come back to the other. About 62.8 miles. So heading 235 out of Jackson, Mississippi for 62.8 miles. That's where the airport's at. Now I'm going to put that right here on this book at the top so I can keep up with it. Come on, pen, quit skipping. 62.8 miles. And since we'll be coming in from the opposite side, I've got to reverse that. So it'll be We'll be going in on 311, look like. No, 315. We'll be going on a heading of 315 from this side, so I'm gonna have to give up on that runway heading on that and go back to this, use this. So I'll have to have 315 here in order to fly this. That don't sound right, it's gotta be right. That means I have to drop down and come back the other way. It's either 315, I got a choice, 315 or 235. That ain't right. I know what happened, I didn't subtract that. If it's more than 180, you subtract and I added. That's what's wrong. .055 is exactly what I gotta do. I messed up on the conversion. If it's more than 180, you subtract it. If it's over 180, you add it. Or less 180, you add it. So 235 subtract 180 leaves 55055. So 055 is what I gotta have, not what I was saying. It's just exactly back it up. I thought that was looking wrong on it, but on the compass was showing me the wrong direction. I knew I wasn't going to have to turn around to land just to get to that airport from here. Even though I do have to drop below and come up to it. But that's the only way I can find the airport, not necessarily after we get it on. Now, that'll get us to the airport. I'll double check all that, but that's gonna be it. We'll do it right now. It's 235 minus 180. 3 careful. 13, 8, 13 leaves 5. That leaves 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay. 055 is right, I do believe, and that's what we're gonna be going in. But when we hit the airport, we'll be hitting crossways the runway. We will not be in line with it. At that point, I may use the GPS in order to get the runway right. Because this plane is too big to be playing with out there trying to circle and find that airport visually. And I'd like to get on it somewhat in some respectable angle. If we fly off to one side of the runway, turn around and come back to it, it might make it pretty good. The first thing I do is find the airport. I'm not going to use GPS to find it. I may use GPS to get the runway line. And we're going out across here, just a barrel and jack. Now let's see what we got going. Flying across Louisiana, headed to Tennis Parish, Lake Burn, St. Joe, Louisiana. Also cloudy. I hope we don't run into a big deal with that when we get down to land. That would put a kink in it. Might decide to go to Jackson land. Not my intentions. Well, we're still looking for Jackson, Mississippi VOR. Jackson, Mississippi's on. It ain't on here. It's on there now. And there. Or it is on. Jackson, Mississippi's on. It's 145 miles away. We turn this off. This time it's in front of us about the right angle. Pull around I thought it'd be, but that's how much I missed it apparently. But that's gonna be probably pretty close since I'm in Louisiana already. That should be it. Well, we can spot check one here just to see where it's at. Give me an idea of cross-reference. Cross-reference Memphis, we'll see where we at. just to get an idea where we at. Now, maybe it should drop down into here somewhere. But there, a little further down than I thought. Yeah, maybe it'd be behind us. That's right. That's about right. And that'd make Jackson. Right, that's really close. I believe that's it, but no problem. So we're gonna call it good. Let's get this thing back down into a area which we can. Now we never did reach our altitude, but we could come back down. Back down to about 2,500 right now. Get back down. Cut this off. We don't need that no more. This is the heading in which we're going to approach. We're going across ways now. It's in pretty good shape. Just hold this heading. So this here's got to come down to here before we can actually find the airport, and before we get within. That's right. I got to subtract that 60 miles from distance too. So we're talking. We're only out about 80, 90 miles. So come on down right now. Let's get this thing down into. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop it back to 130. I'm gonna put out a lot of flaps. We should have enough fuel today to support them flaps and to keep this thing profile a little better. If we don't, we're going to run out. That's beside the point. One layer of flaps. That'll keep the profile down while we slow it down. Now, I'm going to bring the GPS up. I'm going to use the GPS for approach, but I'm not going to use it as a normal approach. I'm going to use it a different way. You can tell it's a specific approach. If it's got one, it will do it. But I'm going to do it a different way just because I can, and try to see what happens. When you don't know everything you need to know, this will work. Zoom out, get this up here. Then we're going to have to go to here and set this here up for GPS. I'm not going to fly by it. I'm going to set it so I'll have it for other purposes. There we go, Tennis Parish. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly that till it gets runway heading. And I'm going to use it to get going on at that point. But I'll try to find the airport first and then set it up a runway heading by flying away and coming back. Get this thing down because, like I said, we've got to be 62.8 miles. We've got to be at the airport. We'll be on that angle where we can spot the airport. We get down below these clouds if we can. Well, they won't come into play too much, I hope. I gotta get out of the house a few minutes. I got more to do today. Gotta go to town. I gotta go check on the property. I gotta try to blade the driveway. At least that much today. Need to mow my place today. I mowed my son's yesterday. But I did get that much done. I would have got the driveway bladed, but the backhoe wouldn't crank. I charged the battery good. She should be hot this morning. I didn't check it yesterday, though. I'm going to say it's hot. We just lost a signal due to altitude. That means we can't get this low at this point. We've got to hold the signal. Without the signal, we got nothing. Signal, the only thing we got to go by. I'm not using the GPS for this purpose, even though it is no option. Get this thing back up, get this signal back on. That's the only thing will regulate our altitude, that signal at this point. Climb it back up. It's back on, we got it. We're high enough. 3,000 working. Wasn't that much, just enough. As I get closer, I can get down lower. Still should pick it up. But right now, something tall enough to block us. Between here and there. Curvature of the earth or something. lost it again. Another 500, see if I can get it back. There it is. We stay up there until we get a little closer. Well, it's something blocking us between here and the airport. Off and on, off and on, off and on. If it ain't enough of buildings in Jackson, VOR behind them, peeping through them as we fly along. Miles out. That's from Jackson. That's 60. Almost 40. Be 60 miles left. 80 miles left. Somewhere around there, close enough. When that reaches 62.8, we should be looking at the airport, over the top of it actually. But we still got to get this line in line with this line, so we'll be in line with the airport. In line with where the airport is, not the wrong way heading. I don't have anything to point me down the runway from here. Just get it in sight, that's all I got. Of course, we could go to here, I guess, and see what's on here. Instead of what, but I will look and see what we got. Said we don't have one. No approaches whatsoever, so it means no GPS approach. So I'll just build my own when I get there. I'll build my own GPS approach. That's how to do it when it ain't nothing available. But this is a how-to to show us the world. Even though it wasn't my intention to do, that's what I got. Zoom out enough we can see. Now we're flying our line, we're not flying the GPS line, so that's the reason we're losing it. Going the wrong way, I need to be moving this way, so I'm trying to get where I can see the line attachment. There we go, right there. So this is the airport we're going to. We're flying off the line, so we're trying to get it now. We could fly that line right straight to the airport, but that wasn't my intention when I started. That's not what I'm going to do. This is just another means of seeing something. That would work, but that's not what my intention was when I started. I won't fly VOR into it. I'll see an airport, and I don't know which one, but I see one. See if the GPS tell me that. Oh, it's really close to me, so it's got to be. Let's say it's showing one that close. 15. That's TUF. About 15, 20 miles. That ain't that far, I don't believe. That 10, that might be 10. It could be. This is right there, TUF. Whatever that is, it don't matter. Let's close this back up again. We don't want to look at that. We want to look at this. These things up here, we don't want to look at. We'll use that when we get to create a approach off of it. Circle Airport. Actually, when I said 62.8 miles, if I circle Airport a little further out, I could, at that point, I could bring that GPS in there and circle it and set it where I want it. I'll set the line on the direction I want. And the runway heading, like I say, was, if we're going to go to the south, it's going to be, I said 162. I didn't write it down. I said it, I remember that. My pen back out, I lost my pen. I'm going to write it right here. Now, runway heading. So if we get it the last minute, I have to go look it up again. But we're still working that right there. We're 60, just under 60 miles away from the airport. I think I need to come down another 500. I need to get as low as I can and still keep the signal. keep it through them buildings, about us. We may be past all that now. Something out there somewhere telling us to block us. Let's get this thing down a little bit. I hadn't checked the fuel. We run out, we just run out. At least I'm not on the card to lose that. If I run out, I'll keep the plane, just say I didn't make it, and that'll be the name of it. Put it up as a try, the miscalculation. I think we got plenty. The only thing, we got a little drag on them flaps. The drag on the flaps is almost compensated in price by the profile of the plane being better. So you don't really lose that much if you're bringing the profile back up. What you're already losing anyway. I'm going to turn south a little more because I do not want to get under 60 miles before that line lands, and it's going to be pretty close where it's going. Before I go, well, the faster it moves, because it's getting over the side. It starts that slower it moves. The faster it moves, it's getting off to the side. As I fly by on that angle, it gets greater. But still 5 more ain't going to hurt it. I'm going to set this right here. That way I can't fly past it not looking. It'll automatically turn me down that line toward the airport. We'll fly out to runway heading, and we'll set the GPS up. This is, right now is our, we'll spin that around. Once we see the airport, we'll spin that around to the runway heading and fly out the back of it. Try to go right across our airport now. That'll give us a lineup. Go out about 15 miles, 20. Set it and turn around. That should get us there. This airport is sort of short, so if I don't get it down on the numbers, I may never stop. Mess around raw with that big lake. Lake Burn, I think it says 3,000 acres, what it says on the map. Somewhere. Wikipedia somewhere. I don't know where I got it. It's a horseshoe lake with a airport inside the horseshoe. One road in, one road out. People live all in there. Been there, looked at it. Got a Vietnam buddy that lives right there in St. Joe. Went down and visited him once. Like to do it again. It's been a few years now. 38 years from the day we come out of Vietnam. We both come out about the same time, give or take a little. Until I walked up on his doorsteps. When I got there, he was 62 miles up the road. I passed him somewhere. I had to spend some time waiting. His son lived next door, and I got in touch with him. The neighbor knew him and told me he lived there. I stopped and asked him about him, because I was trying to verify that I was the right place. Good spot to check that fuel, just see where it's at. Burn a lot of gas per hour. Still go 800 miles like we're going on, that's something. It says we ain't burned any, but I know we have. That's gotta be wrong. We'll go. Must not have started registering. Either that or it's only counting one tag. There's a bit there for 6 more hours. This is more like what I had the other day. Yesterday I didn't have that. I don't know what was wrong yesterday. Just didn't check what I see there by no means. Had a pretty good wind, but not. I didn't think I had that much. Like it was only showing about 20 miles on my speeds, but here now see yesterday this was the biggest one. Today is the smallest one. Ground speed, air speed. Today I'm gaining a little on the air speed, ground speed. Traveling faster than go back outside, set everything back up, go keep an eye on it. We don't really need that anymore because it's done all we can do with it. That's probably in 17. Must have changed that. Too low to pick Memphis up. It ain't too far, so we gotta be too low. Well, we may be too far. We're pretty good ways out here. We're below St. Joe, looking back up northeast to it. We're not below St. Joe yet, but we were well Jackson. 108 miles. We'll go 5 more degrees south. This is just to make sure that I get around her before I get in range of it. I'm going to drop another 500 feet, but I need to get down there on that 2,000 foot range. We won't have so much to get down at the last minute. Once we get inside the airport, we won't really need the radios that much. What am I looking at out there?
2,500. 2,500.
Strangling cloud hanging down there, is what that is. $2,500 above the ground. Level at 26, ground's 100 feet high. Comes down to 22.
2,500. 2,500.
Check
2,500. 2,500.
Recalibrate all my equipment. Gonna fill that little airport up with this plane. I think it'll get back out of it. It'll take it off, but it should get back out of there. Just get landed and stopped within the airport area. Don't get in the water, I'll be alright. The airport is off to my left. We just lost signal. Too low again. Or something blocked me. Go back to 25. Here. There we go. Well, it don't matter if it blinks a little bit long as we get it back quick enough. It's been staying on about 1,200 feet after I get to the airport on the other side, which this time we're not going to the other side, except we're going to go turn around. Cockpit. do another one. See, they refuse to ride with me. The engineers are not here. Co-pilot's not here. They refuse to ride with me. Like that guy working on engines now, you do it yourself if you want it. Jackson, roughly 40 something from the airport, 45, 42 something. I'm not calculating exactly, just guessing. Go back outside on the aircraft, right there, bring the equipment back up. I'll keep wanting to call it. Hey, I just turned it upside down. How did I do that? I don't know, but I don't like this. Let's see if I can get it back. Got it back. Almost like it doesn't have a turn the view straight upside down. So I was looking down instead of up at it. Probably north to change the angles. We'll try to drip it down again. Down 2. Scenery starting to come in there now. Get the altitude getting right. Coming up, then on GPS, or not just Spanish, not. There it is right there. It is F86 look like what's at airport. By coming in this side, we'll be able to turn out runway heading to fly out pretty good, I think. Doing all right so far. Drop another 100, see if we can hang on to that signal. 98 miles, 68, 62, we got 5, 6, 36 miles. To the airport. Coffee cup 50. Go fill it up right quick. Be right back. Y'all take care of the plane. back down that hallway to that galley, get me a cup of coffee, and couldn't find a glass cup, so I had to get my old military canteen out. The coffee I make won't stay in a styrofoam cup, they eat the bottom plumb out of it. I make a cup of coffee, you whistle, it'll come to you. Stand alone. I guess we try to get down another 100 or so. Everything seems like doing all right so far. Try 2,000, see if it'll stay on. We keep getting down, trying to get underneath this altitude without getting off the signal. Like that worked, 300. See if we can get 2 more. By the time we get over the airport, we should be able to get down to 1,200 and still hold the signal, even below. All right, we're getting pretty close to time. 94 miles from Texas. About 30 something from 60 something from 30 something from the airport. This is coming down, getting ready to land. Airport's not too awful far, it's off my left, front of my left wing. Not too awful far out there. It's like it's still out of range, but it's out of view. Even though I see water. Almost straight in front of that wing right there, along there. Like a horseshoe right there. But it's upside down what I'm looking for. The horseshoe on what I'm looking for is going to have an opening at the bottom, not at the top. It's 35 miles away yet. It's all to my left. We'll be turning into it here in a minute. 055. See if I can slow just a little bit more. I have to watch the altitude, make sure I don't drift. As long as that's setting level as that is, I don't think I got nothing to worry about on drifting. Let's drop her to 16, see what happens. As long as we keep the signal, we are alright. The lower we get, the better off we are as far as our actual getting to the airport. For me it is. For 16, we still got a signal. Whoop, we just lost it too, right on. Right on them. By the time I said it, it disappeared. And leveled off. I thought it was going to hold it. That 100 should put it back on. Yep. getting ready to turn in Find Airport. Back outside the plane. Billy's are outside the plane to see what we got to see. A lot of water there, but it's not where it's at. It's on the back. Still off to my left, almost straight out, but that's not it. That's wrong there. That's not a river. That's a lake, I believe. There it stops. Back over there where we at. 90.9, 60.8, 62.8, 70, 80, 90, 28, 28 miles. And we're fixing to turn straight to our left wing. Fixing to come around. That'll weigh a few degrees. Yeah, it's the wrong way. Gotta go the other way. Everything's backwards to me here. I know where the plane tilted is wrong. Come around there, that'll help the angle of attack a little bit. We're still pretty bad off. We come on down, we start to turn anyway, getting ready to turn anyway. When that light right there goes out, the autopilot's taking over. Try to drop it another 100 feet and see what happens. Well, we don't want to lose it now. We're getting rid of where we actually need it. Now we're going to actually have to have it here. Just a minute. Light went out. The plane's turning. It went out. That's a mistake. My mistake. Get back up there 100 feet. Get it back on, I gotta have it. I'm going to have to fly back into it now and lost it. Alright, there we go, we got it. Well, keep it on now, quit losing it. Now we're coming around again. Maybe we won't lose it this time. Tried to slip it down, it was a mistake at this point. Coming around. Banking him around. Now we're looking for the lake. Get this out of the way before we look over the front. Looking for Lake Burns. It's still off to my left. It's off in that area right there. Still working toward it. 62.8 here will put us over the airport, providing them lines are lined. They got to be lined at that point. It's about that angle right there, out there somewhere. It could be off a little either way when we get there, but it won't be much. This should get us in sight of it. That's all it's supposed to do. Once we get inside it, we'll manually fly across and down the runway heading and out. Set GPS up for physical approach from it. Even though it don't have an approach, I'll build my own. All you need is a line to it on the right heading. It don't have to be perfect, just get you in sight and direction on the right side. 84. 82.8, 20 miles. When we reach 82.8. Still crisscrossing the airport by a few degrees, about 30, 35. crabbing over trying to get over to the line. But the autopilot's doing it, I ain't. I just told it what to do, it's doing the rest. It's starting to look a little. I'd like to drop another one. I don't want to drop and lose the signal at this point. I could bring this right here around to the heading in which I'm using, which is 05512 more. If I ever do get that line pretty close to center, I can lock it if it ain't turned itself around. Under 20 miles, about 19, 18 and a half. We're still closed on the airport the direction we're going, but we crisscrossed it a little bit. At the point that line gets pretty well center, I'm gonna lock onto a heading bug and try to get it straightened out. Big old plane might try to fishtail a little coming around at this on the autopilot. Could keep this heading and do the same thing I was going to do the other way too. But I'd have to be a little more different on how I set it up. If I fly across and come in from the other end. Fly out north to come in south. It's at 72.8, be 10 miles from the airport. Should be getting ready to turn into it more. If it don't, I'm gonna hip it. It will, but it may overshoot it and try to wig-wag it. I don't want to do that. It looks like it's what it's gonna do, fly across before it turns. But so close it can't turn that much. Well, just a few more minutes here, and I better click this button. And we'll see what we do with it. It's going to take it a pretty little while to make it turn. At the same time, I don't want to turn too quick. Inside or out, we use the same information here to go by. What we see on the screen is what we use. Alright, that's just a little bit more. We're going to make this turn. This bar is telling me when. I'm going to try to straighten it. I'd like to straighten that bar out when after I turn. It's getting pretty close to time. It's like I said, it takes a pretty little while to turn, but the bar's moving so slow. Right now it would turn probably before it got there. It is. I think. Let's take another quick look around. What we See if we can come down another 100 now. I think we might be able to now. We're getting closer. As long as we don't lose it and completely lose it. But do we'll click the heading bug at that point. But we're really about close enough down to click the heading bug. So if it does go off, we can use it. Alright, let's click the heading bug right now. Coming around. Looks like it right there, the horseshoe right there. Well, it looks like it may not be. Sometimes you look at it, it looks like it, and you can turn it's not it. I go back onto that and see what it does. Like that, I made turn too quick, look like it looks at the bar. So I'll go back over and do it again. That does look like it right there. I believe that's it. 10 miles, yeah, that's it. It's gonna be right in there. If I can hit that airport missing and save using that GPS, like I was talking about. But I have to be over here to come into it. On the runway. A little bit more on this bar, a turn past I meant for two. Right there. Let's call that right there. Now I'm gonna set this at 162. No longer using that bar. That's the airport. That's the lake we're looking at right now. That's the lake right there. Airport's inside that lake. There's our 162. We need to go that way right there, away from that lake, right across that airport, more or less. That's it right there, so we don't have to worry about that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk this plane to a point that I want it. Even though I see the airport already. I see the airport already. I'm not going to try to land on this run, but I'm going to try to get in preparation to set up for a landing on GPS. I don't think I need that signal anymore, but I should be able to hold it about 1,200 feet. I'm coming down about 1,200 now. Slow down another 20. Another layer of flaps won't hurt that body. Don't believe. Now we got the extra layer of flaps to hold trying to hold the profile. Once it stops falling, I'll be able to tell more about it. I need to be outside for this. I'll say need to be, I want to be, not need to be that much. But anyway, the airport right there it is right there. What I'm trying to do now is get to where when I turn down that runway, I'll go down the runway and out. Just out of the way. I'll fly out about at least 20, 30 miles out. If we don't run out of fuel, we'll be all right. If we do, we'll be on the ground before we get there. I don't think we will. Can't be sure of it, but I don't think we will. It does take extra fuel to do stuff like this. Screwing around out here, twisting, turning, slowing down, flaps down. It handles more accurately when you do that though. Ah, shucks, that's all I need, somebody to call. Got what yesterday? flying back. That phone call required me to walk out of the room a second. At this point, I couldn't leave it flying. I'm not going to cut the tape, so it'll be on. I'm not planning on it. I'll wait, run it back, and see what I got. If I have to cut out that conversation, then I'll go ahead and maybe cut this out too. Bring around. I won't run, not necessarily straight down that roadway, but pretty close. My intentions. So I can straighten it out behind me as straight as possible. Oh, they're too much that way now, though. There we go, right there. Come back around her now. Come back around, big boy. I turned her back too much. Should be all right there. I'll go a few extra degrees here, a few minutes. That'll help out. Then I'll go back to a straight out runway heading. That ain't bad right there, actually. See if she'll straighten up right there. Straight out the back of the runway. That's what I got in mind. It don't look like I see it, but it should be it right there. Alright, we want about, we have to, well, we can use the GPS for the distance on this one. We're going to set up a GPS approach now. One that's not a legal one, but it'll work. Now, what we got to do here is turn this, hit this, enter twice. And that sets our line straight to the airport from where we are. Since it's already logged in. Leave right down to the short run line, but we'll make a long one here in a minute. And we got the distance right here from the airport, so let's tell you how far out you are. Well, you got to go by. Now we can come down to 1,000 feet. Oh, that's going up. Go down to 1,000 feet. We'll airport to 100. We'll probably approach it about 500-600. So we'll be. So I don't have very far of a glide slope. Just drop it right in on the airport last minute. That's the way I handle it. Let's fly out this way a while.
1,000.
We can't change this. We have to have. We can change this, but we have to have this setting in order to be able to set the GPS. I can't go to the other window and do it. I have to be on this window. Are we out by 3 miles? We got a 3-mile red line. We're going to have about a 20-mile red line at least. We'll do a inverted turn, come right back in on it, pretty close, set it up. Every time I do that, it lengthens my line. And we should be pretty well right out the runway heading. Now we can look back and see where the airport is at too. I guess we see the airport. Right there, it's right there. You can't see it, but it's right there. It's inside that right there, so that's good. Flying straight away from it like I see it. That was the intentions. Now I'm making this line longer. I want it about 20 miles long. It's 4 now, 5 now. Keep resetting it. At least we got that much line. That's enough right there really, but I'd rather go on out and have more time on things. Regulate the distance, be fuel, and I think we are. We got more time than anything else, I hope. Can't be sure of that, but it's all we got to go by. Go right here, man. It says I still got 500 miles of range. I'm all right. Back out here and put my toys back up. I don't really need all this here now. These two here is all I'm working with. Still 61 miles from the airport, 61.8. Angles and all. But now, I'm going to get rid of these. We don't need these. I want that one, but not that one. And we don't really need that in there either. Well, these two here is what we work with now. still flying straight away to the airport. Making the line longer. It's 7 miles long now. Right there should be a plenty, really. I feel like I don't need as much. Even though I've always used 20, 30 miles, but I always had a long glide slope. This time I don't have that. I may try 10 miles instead of 30. 20, 30, I'll try 10. Drop another 100 feet because they got nothing to do with the signal this time. As long as we're above the structures and everything, we're in good shape. Alright, we're going to set this again. We're 8 miles out. Turn this view around a minute. Alright, we're down to 900 feet from the ground. Or, yeah, from the sea level or whatever. That gives us 800 above the ground, that's right. Alright, got 9 miles. Miles. Alright, get back inside the plane. Right here, we're going to do a right-hand turn 90 degrees. Before we do, I want to reset this one more time. Where are we? We're through with that for now. We can get rid of it. 90 degrees to the right. Let me bring this around to right there. Go. We'll bring this right here up. It'll help a little just on looking at what we're looking for and looking at. We'll bring this down here more in front of me. That'll be alright. Now, alright, that's our 90 degrees. Straighten up for just a few seconds. Got to turn the other way off. 270. But do not pay the center with that arrow at any time. Or back to runway heading is what I'm about to. Should bring us right back in line. At any point after we pay the center, we can lock the GPS line. No longer need that page, we can go to that page. Put this over here. Now. Whoop, 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 whoop. Now you're supposed to let him straighten up. We'll keep turning. Go down the wrong way heading. When he straightens up, he changes the circle. They don't hold a continuous circle. You're supposed to hold the same circle both directions. I'll let him straighten up a little. Not enough to hurt it, but a little bit. We're coming back to this line where we're headed. Trying to get on that line. See, we're going to be almost in line when we get there. Bring this down. Whoop, I can't bring it down. Well, yeah, I can. I got to do what I'm doing. Bring it down. See, the line's really good shape now. See there? We couldn't have made that turn much better. See there? It was as good a turn as you're going to make getting back to where you was going opposite direction. Now I'm going to set this right. Set that. And now everything's looking good. I'm going to stay right where I'm at. I don't need this no more. I will move it to here. We don't really need this anymore. We're headed in. We're going to stay right where we're at, except for we're going to try to go dirty and see if it'll fly at this speed. Thought first about maybe slowing down, but for some reason I feel a little heavy. I want to see what happens. Yesterday when fuel was running out of this, today I think I got quite a lift. Let's see if she'll fly at this dirty. She should. Go outside and check everything, make sure everything is where I want it. Wheels are down, flap full, plane looking pretty good. Get back inside the plane. Get this back up, that's all I'm going to want. That right there. Now we're headed in. We're gonna come down one more 100, and we're headed to the airport. We're headed to the runway. This is on my, should be on it. It don't show to be on it, but anyway, it's locked, or it says it is. We'll relock it just to be sure. That's right. That's right. Let's see what happens. I don't believe it was actually holding, but it is now. That's alright, we're still, airplane looking pretty good. You know, a little high, but not enough to hurt us. Don't get any higher, we'll be alright. Don't seem to be getting any higher at this point. Looks pretty good. Try to get this thing on the airport. We are 10 miles out now. Coming in. It don't look like it's on the line, but it's supposed to be. Probably because I got the line zoomed so tight or something. Right there. It's supposed to be on the line, so I'm gonna trust it. The picture says it don't look too good, but why, I don't know. It's surprising me that it's not looking better than that. That's alright, we're gonna call that right there good. We're not gonna play with that no more. Everything looking pretty good. So coming over the line now. I don't know why it was over there, but okay. It just contacted it again, or I think it did. Beginning to wonder if it ain't turning plumb around. Come on, get right, quit playing. I don't know why it got on that line like that. We're gonna call it. As long as it gets back on, I'm not worried about it. We're 8 miles out and getting back in line now. All we gotta do is be close enough. We gotta be ready to turn the autopilot off. Airport's 100 feet. I like to take over about 500. Let's just get down one more. 700. I'm on. I guess it should be alright right there. I'll start to raise the view back up as I get. Get down there and level off. Get on that line. Come on, get right to the airport. Come on. Do your thing. Should go in line better earlier. I think I'm going to turn it on and off at the wrong time. I did not want to catch it right. Alright, the lake's in front of us, the airport's in front of us on the right just a little bit, but the plane should be getting ready to turn into it now. If it don't, I'm going to wonder why. Coming right. Drop another 100 feet. Now we're only 500 feet above the ground. That's what I want for my approach. So all I gotta do is set it down. So like a normal ILS landing set down. Only thing may be off a little bit, but it shouldn't be much. Once I get where I can see the airport, don't worry about that. Over just a little.
500.
Get rid of this. Move this over just a little. What I'm trying to do. It said 500. Nose going a little high, but not ridiculous so far. Shouldn't get any higher than that. We got a ground effect on us now, though. That's what we got. We're probably getting within the ground effect. Probably. Made a difference anyway. Something did. Airport is in front of us. I don't really see it, but I know it's out there. We look pretty good on everything else, so we should be alright. Prepared to take over. I don't have anything on distance. I need to know how far I am out. 4 miles. I see the airport buildings. They look pretty good. Where we at? Starting to bobble up and down a little for some reason. I think I'm going to take over and see what I can do. That's it right there. I have control. Bring the nose back up.
Airspeed should be plenty high. I didn't preset the airspeed that time, so now I see that we alright. We should be alright now. Air runway's in sight. Keep her up here a few more minutes. I didn't preset the throttle, but I can jerk it to where I want it. It's sitting wide open, even though right now it's still sitting on the where it was when I turned it off. It hasn't moved. As long as I don't touch it, it won't change. See if we can stay above the water of the runway. Altitude is now still 600 feet. We can start easing down now. We don't want to get too much, but
500.
start heading towards that runway. See if this can't get this to be a halfway decent landing out of this. Hope. Alright. I'm not going to take over the throttle until I get to a point that it won't matter if I get it wrong. Take it over the throttle. Sounds pretty good right there. Going on down.
Approaching minimum.
Throttle back a little more. Get down there.
Minimum. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
How about a little short touchdown? We'll be alright. A little short. For that weird of a landing, that wasn't bad. I didn't know where to set the throttle and I dropped it off too much. I was a little high and I thought that downward motion would take care of that, and it didn't. See if we turn this big bird around now. Get back over and park it, and we'll call this a day. Come on, get around there. Turn around there. Stay on that runway, turn around. Let's backtrack now and work our way back to the... Come on, quit turning so much. That'll do for today. A whole lot better than what it could have been. We'll see if we can get all this done and call it for the day. I gotta get out of the house. It's done got ridiculously late. I should have been gone 2 hours ago. Park this thing right along in here somewhere. I'm gonna try to park it return from that building on it. Center gate there, or a parking spot, whatever it is. I guess where I can see over the plane a little bit, tell more about what I'm doing. All right, let's call it right there. Let's shut this down. Lock the brakes, show off the lights, show off the power. What did I say? Show off the lights. That there. Power off, engines off. We didn't raise the flaps up, probably won't even come up now. Turn the power back on. Will they come up electronically, or will they have to start the engines? We're going to leave them down. I'm not going to miss that. That's it for now. This is Town Dog, and I'm going to call it good for today, and this is going to be a bye-bye. Catch all y'all later.